Welcome to Student Union. The demo Student Union, that is. Game about a boy, his last year of high school, who needs a job. So, it's recommended to form a student union of sorts to help maintain the school. But that only leads to the darker undertones of the school being exposed. This is in development right now by Visual Novel Village, as you saw in the opening there. And the Kickstarter is still live for, depending on when I get this out, another week or so. So check that out in the description. Not gonna lie, I've already backed this one before I even got a message about it. So it looked interesting. I did see Blitz had played this on his YouTube. Which, by the way, if you're not familiar with him, you should check him out too, because he covers... We're of the same mind in terms of games that we like, I believe. And he also has a darn soothing voice, so... Alright. Let us give this a try, shall we? Blood, dirt, and sweat. My arms to the elbows, and I can no longer tell where any of it came from. If I keep going with this, I'll eventually be caught. What the hell am I going to do? Turner! Teacher rushes into the office, pushing the door open with more force than necessary. I flinch in my seat and sit upright. After taking a step in, she stops. She finds me in the chair across from the empty desk. Oh, hey, you're in my class this year, aren't you? Hey, Miss Webb. Yeah, this year's the first. She eyes me with suspicion. What are you doing in here? I was called in on the intercom earlier, so I'm not sure yet. Okay, please keep waiting. She holds back annoyance, but not very well. She exits, she closes the door more softly than she opened it. The space around me. This is the first time I've been here. That's a bit of a... Wow, that was a... Yeah. The administration offices are sectioned off from the classrooms, and this one dwarfs the others. Unattended coffee, maybe it's tea, sits on the desk. Steam coming from the cup wafts in the sunlight entering the window. I take a breath while combing the office with my eyes. Actually, by the smell, it's definitely coffee. On the wall, there's a framed certificate titled Masters of Business Administration. It was issued from a prestigious university about 6 years ago. Near the degree are sets of frames arrayed with pinned butterflies. A wireframe model of a dodecahedron rests on the desk. Interrupting my fidgeting, and this time without a knock, a well-dressed man enters and greets me with a smile. Hi there, Lane. Thanks for being patient. I'm the assistant principal, Mr. Underwood. I must not be in trouble, so I stand and extend my hand. His smile curves stronger at the gesture, and he shakes my hand firmly. Good lad. His grip is stronger than mine. Forearms of steel. He closes the door behind him, walks to his desk, and seats himself. Go ahead, sit. I heard that you were asking around about odd jobs you could do for the school. I returned to the same chair across from his desk that I'd been warming and leaning towards. I leaned forward. Yes, sir. I was wondering if I could make extra money during the school year. I was, thinking of saving up for college. Admirable. You're in your senior year, right? Why not get a summer job? I worked at the library downtown over the break. I was trying to figure out something more local. Bus schedule makes it tricky. The Kafka Library. Yes, a bit of a commute. Nearly an hour each way. Wow, yeah, must be a serious library. He drinks some of his coffee and looks past me for a moment. Well, I do have something. I've been introducing the idea to a few of the other seniors. What is your background? I straighten up in my seat a bit. I've had this interview-like exchange a few times. I'm from here, so I grew up with a lot of the students. Not that I know them all that well, but I'm not shy. My grades are important to me. I'm a hard worker, and I've had lots of jobs. Probably more than the other students. Mr. Underwood seems receptive and maintains eye contact with me. I notice he's thumbing the side of his cup. His fingernail color is white from the pressure. Where else? I worked at the the gas station. Yeah, I worked afternoon shifts on weekends for a while. I stocked shelves at the grocery, too. Also, they sometimes need help at the water treatment plant and hire interns, so I've done work there on and off. Wow, you stay busy. All your work will pay off, and you should feel proud. I grit my teeth and hold back any response. After a couple of seconds pass, I nod slightly. Mr. Underwood pats a small stack of papers on his desk. You have excellent grades, too. You're a strong candidate. For what? However, something I cannot glean from your file is whether or not you are able to work with little instruction. What I need is a student to take the project and run with it, reporting in weekly. Pauses, waiting for a response. I'm nervous. Not from the content of the conversation. Something else. My face may betray me, but I attempt a confident nod. I'd be happy to try. What do you need? I need someone with an entrepreneurial spirit to take the lead on forming a student union. It is in the experimental phase, and I am trying to convince the board it is valuable to both the students involved and the administration, despite an upfront cost. As the president, you would put in a minimum amount of 10 hours in a week, report to me directly, and you would have a small budget. 10 hours will not be a problem. Do you mean a group to represent all the students? As you might know, our school receives federal funding. Our facility is part of the public education system, so our local government is mandated to allocate money to us, to help us maintain resources for our students. The amount we receive may fluctuate when officials change offices, policies, legislation, or the state takes in more or less than anticipated. Our school system tends to be placed below other priorities. Yep, that's the American school system. What sort of initiatives, I guess, are more important than school? More guns. Depends on whom you ask. Insurance programs, infrastructure, subsidizing local businesses, law enforcement, and assistance to struggling families. 1, 2, 3... 3 out of 5 of those I can understand. At mention of my last example, I catch myself looking at the worn tip of my sneaker and redirect my gaze to Mr. Underwood. But I mean, come on, it's... I don't understand how heartless people can be sometimes to not want to support the growth and development of our future. Kids, come on. Mr. Underwood smiles. This is not the place for a rant. You're not going to find many here who disagree that education is important. Many moving pieces play a role in the decision-making, but I did not call you in here to talk about that. Our administration receives a cut of the budget. We then craft our school budget from it. Year over year, the student population has been increasing, while our funding has been decreasing. Is that why there's no sign-up for track this year? I came out more accusatory than I intended. We are taking a hard look at all our extracurricular programs. Student representation is not the goal. Service to the school is. Need additional manpower, and this is a relatively cheap method. Yep, so we're not a union in the traditional sense, but It presents you with an opportunity to help the school. If you do well and recruit some of your hard-working friends, you will make a positive impact. You cannot make promises beyond guaranteeing your paycheck. Take a deep breath, collecting confidence to put forth my most important question. How much will I be paid? Minimum wage, the same amount you receive from the library. He responded without hesitation. He was prepared. It's disappointing, but not more than I can realistically expect. Mr. Underwood downs the rest of his drink and glances at the clock on the wall. Are you interested? Hesitate, but only for a moment. Need this. Out of other options. Maybe I can reconnect with some old friends. I equip confidence and address Mr. Underwood. Definitely. It seems complicated, but I can help with whatever you need. Are you sure? This is not a small project. For me, either. He glances at the wall behind me again. Yes, sir. What sort of work will I be doing? Underwood smiles. There you go. First, I believe that you can support some of our administrative functions. We need someone to man the library here, too, for example. We may also utilize your team for event planning services. We have excess faculty rooms and spacious conference areas. I want to rent those for external events to earn revenue. Wow. Oh, like hosting workshops or conferences. I help the library with scheduling seminars. With scheduling seminars? Wrong emphasis on that sentence. Yes, I need to develop a formal list of your responsibilities and the responsibilities of the union as a whole, but achieve board approval and get some paperwork to you. What you need to do in the meantime is vital. Please recruit at least 4 other students by the end of the week. That will demonstrate to the board that we actually have interested and ambitious students to fuel the program. It will not work if you are the only participant. Oh. Like a bucket of water thrown on a freshly lit match. Mr. Underwood senses my mood swing. You can ask some of your... He seems to catch himself and continues after an awkward lapse. Your classmates for help. It will actually be a great exercise for you in preparing for your role as delegator. We have intelligent and creative students here. I am sure you will find a handful willing to support the school. Yeah, I can do that. By Friday, then. Yes, all of you meet me here and I'll give everyone an update and initial push. Do you... Oh, the bell rings. Mr. Underwood gestures to the door. Better head to the next period. I would hate to consume more of your time than I should. If you have questions, feel free to reach out by phone or email. Fluently, Mr. Underwood places his business card in my hand as I stand. It's neat design. The card lists his office phone number, cell phone number, and email address. Is it strange to give your cell phone number to a student? He seems devoted. I nod and reluctantly smile. I mean, if he's your boss now, then it's less strange. Thanks a lot, Mr. Underwood. Thank you. He waves as I open the door and move back into the hall. And you could even call it a work experience program. I'm sure there's plenty of people with social interests who would be interested in doing event planning for a school for a wage. There's people who are definitely into that sort of thing. Getting that sort of experience in high school? Hell yeah. Collecting my belongings from the last period was easy since I hadn't brought any. Some students' books are still on order and haven't arrived. Most inherited old books. I linger at my open locker in the hallway, Mr. Underwood's card in one hand and my phone in the other. Turner Underwood, assistant principal. I add him to my contacts. Was I about to ask him? Oh, hello. Well, that's neat. Jane Reyes, literature. Elements of calculus. Let's do the specific, in it for the money, in it for the project. Generic, middle of the road technicality. Hi, Mr. Underwood, it's Lane. You think I should record my time worked a certain way? Good question. I'll leave timekeeping to you. Keep a central written or electronic record for everyone. I slipped Mr. Underwood's business card into my worn wallet. With a metal clack, I closed my empty locker. Sound echoes. Thinking about... They say we don't really have a hint of why Lane is in such a need for money yet, but I feel like that's the motivation behind that first question. Ask him if he can get paid this week. He needs money for something. Students who are shuffling around me have already entered their next classes. I haven't memorized my schedule yet, so I ease my crumpled note from my pocket. After a confirming glance, I crinkle it back into place and walk. At least I know a couple people I can ask for Mr. Underwood's project. During lunch this afternoon may be a good time to ask around. In the meantime, I'll plan, since we don't have any details worked out. Otherwise, I doubt I'll persuade anyone. 2 students, myself included, will be guaranteed at least. I'll need 3 more. Students are standing in irregular circles outside my destination. Groups migrate past me while I approach 2 students in conversation. Oh, why not? He is strict, and he lives right next to me. Doesn't matter how hard-assed he is. Where we hand off. Geez, just help me out like before. I don't know. Hey. Evan spots me and with a sidelong step widens the circle of 2. Why is everyone out here? Oh, forget it, man. Either ignoring or reacting to my interruption, she moves against the flow of the other students. Notice the classroom they had been negotiating near is empty. I think art's canceled today. Why? I begin moving with the flow of the crowd, and Evan follows beside me. I don't know. She didn't come in, and Coach Jean just told us to head to the gym. You mean Miss Webb? Yeah, Ross said she was really upset this morning. His eyes look past me and catch on a passing classroom door. Instinctively, I follow his darting glance and see nothing but a closed door. Office? He continues doing this with each room we pass, so I decide to ignore it. Eh? She looked it. She was trying to find the new assistant principal. I don't know why. Oh, was that the... Oh, of course that was her. Huh. It's weird. What is? I don't know. It's so different this year. Oh, did you... I stumble hard and grip the handrail. The loose railing provides no support. Oh, shit! I release it with a jerk and catch myself on the wall instead, palms open. Beyond the inner railing, a narrow gap separates the flights. The height from the second floor creates a more potent wake-up call than the smell of Mr. Underwood's coffee. Crap. That'll really hurt someone before it's fixed. Huh. Right myself and we continue downstairs. Hey, do you want to join a new club to help me fix it? Did you ask? About a work-study position. Mr. Underwood said he'd like me to start a group, like a paid club that helps the school. See, that's weird too. You know about the layoffs, right? With way less elective classes. Principal Decker must be desperate, that's all. Mr. Underwood mentioned the school's budget was cut. That's more weird, not less. How can they pay you? Paying their normal handyman? More than minimum wage? There's less staff, but not less work. They have to pay someone to do it, and we're cheap. We? Yep. I face Evan outside the gym entrance with pep in my step. Burst of energy exhausts him. It's minimum wage. You'll need to put in around 5 hours a week. I've got a lower limit of 10 since I'm organizing it. Evan scowls at the floor. As I expected. I'm smiling. No, a lot of questions, and you can't. We lock eyes. Can I at least think about it? Wanted to do drama club this year. Of course. Take your time and I'll text you the details tonight. Conveniently after I figure them out. Besides, there might not be a drama club unless someone helps out around here. You sent a group? How many people? 3 more to get us going. Want me to ask Holly? It's probably not her thing. It doesn't hurt to ask. Let's go in now. I think we're late. Gym. Welcome to gym. For what? Everyone's either sitting around or playing ball. Our art class has around 20 members. There must be well over 4 classes in here. Jesus. Might as well have canceled school today. I almost don't hear Evan over the chatter. Ross might have the right idea this time. I borrowed an abandoned basketball and joined the idle shooting on a corner of the court. Evan follows along the sideline. So what were you two talking about? Nothing really. Mentioned Mr. Underwood moved into our apartment building. Oh. My shot bounces off another student's just above the rim, so I lift another ball rolling near. How'd you find out? He asked me to move a couple boxes. He lives alone, I think, but he seems nice. Sorry I didn't text you back. My next throw, the ball moves through the net with a swish. Touchdown. It's fine. Got some good sunset shots out there. She talked to the librarian. She said they found someone. At the gas station? Nothing there, or the grocery. Timing's off, and they have enough hands. You know I can do your homework sometimes. Cover for you. My next throw misses with a thud from the backboard. Oof. False start. It's fine. I'm gonna have this student group. If I do well, it's sure to be steady. Right. So what will you do? Make Mr. Underwood's coffee. Make it mean, mocha. I'm serious. So am I. This is a paying rent issue, isn't it? My shot once again intercepts another student's just above the rim. A tall girl approaches us with a relaxed greeting. Hi. Oh, hello. She addressed Evan, but I respond anyway. What's up? It is better to take turns. I'm briefly confused and glance at Evan. Her message clicks after he nods to the basketball goal. Oh, sorry. She nods slowly and turns. Evan stops her by speaking up, which catches me more off guard than her. Matt, wait. This is Lane. He's a senior too. And, at this point I suspect a pattern. Did he become popular with girls when I wasn't looking? Matt is listening patiently as Evan trails off. The answer is no. Better help him. Well, I mean, you could be popular with a crowd, and also simultaneously terrible with a crowd, if that makes sense. I want to pat his head and tell him he's going to be okay. We're offering a few students a paid position at the school. I just started this group to help the school administration since they're short-staffed. About 5 hours a week or so. It's a club that looks very good on your resume when you graduate. Nice sell. You'd be, organizing events and managing the library, or the computer lab. I have no interest. As she walks away, she catches a stray basketball. She's attractive. I send a smile to Evan. Your pitch needs work. Worked on you, didn't it? Aren't you worried? I'll manage. Got until Friday to get more members. Thanks for the wingman, though. You got it. How do you know her, anyway? Through Holly. She knows everyone. Pulling her in basically means we're set. Like I said, let's say you're right. Who else? As I no longer feel confident enough in my multitasking to avoid disturbing Nat. Lead us to the bleachers. She said earlier, need people to manage the library. I sit with my back to the wall. Why can't you just do that? Yeah, it makes sense. Mr. Underwood didn't make it sound like a sole student was an option, though. He said they don't want to go through the setup for a single person. How much could it even be? Enough that it's not worth it without a substantial program. I don't like it, but you should ask Alice for help. Oh? I smile and take census of the students here. You're full of solutions today. Today, huh? Eh? I approach a brooding guy and interrupt his reclined position. Hey, Kane! No, wait, don't. Evan flinches and reaches out. Oh. Kane sits up as I approach and greets me with a look of recognition. What's up? What's going on with Alice? What? A sudden glare. Not the response I anticipated. Your girlfriend. Why isn't she with you? Steps level with me, then glances at Coach Jean. The fuck you talking about, nerd? Coach is playing on his phone at the court bench. Good job, Coach. Kane stands taller and is much more physically imposing compared to other students. And to me. What the fuck are you trying to say, you little shit? What? Nothing. Just what? Want to be funny? Get a rise out of me? My collar tightens as he grips the chest of my shirt so forcefully I wonder if it will tear. No! What do you... Proxies for white flags, my hands raised defensively. He shoves me onto the stairs, the corner digging into my spine. Field goal? Sharp pain. I wince and writhe. Play stupid fucking games, win stupid fucking prizes. He storms for the stands and into the halls. Evan helps me upright. Encroachment. You okay? Probably. Broke up over the break. It was, Republic. Really? I mean, even I knew. Noticed Nat looking at me from the court. She resumes playing. No one died. Back to ball. Well, I'd say that hurt my pride more. My back didn't hurt so much. Jeez. She dumped him, apparently. Told everyone he was a womanizing pig, a failure, a poisonous fool. Wow, damn. Specific. Posted it online. I've been too busy working to be plugged in. I know. It only seems to hurt worse when I massage the area, so I stop attempting. I'll catch Alice over lunch. Think she'll join? I don't know. Probably. Crazy asshole. Spend time recovering in Evan's company until our next class. My sounding board, Evan helps think out more of the group's jobs. That group's jobs. We at least become more familiar with the idea. Oh, lunchtime. Dim of the cafeteria discomforts me. That's a neat-looking cafeteria, I'm not gonna lie. Energetic freshmen socialize with a few outgoing upperclassmen. I don't see Evan, but scan carefully for my target. Alice? Despite the noise, there are fewer students than last year's usual. Might be wrong about that, since Mr. Underwood said there were more students overall. The room disperses the aroma of the kitchen. Chicken strip day, reliable as ever. I don't find who I'm looking for, but I spot a familiar face. A short girl sits alone at the end of the table. She's staring at her food, expressionless, as if separated by miles. Decide I'll put an end to that and sit across from her. Funny to see so many empty seats around you. Oh, she flinches, dropping her plastic fork. Oh, hey there! Oh no. Oh no. Sparkling. Polly is radiant, beaming at me. You're right. Where is everyone? She steals my fork. I was gonna ask you that, honestly. Well, this presents an opportunity for catching up. I haven't seen you since forever. You got huge. You just shrank. With a grin, I begin enjoying my finger food. My vast cuteness has simply reached maximum density. You're dense, huh? Oh, wow. With a fork flourish that's a little too close to my face, she retorts without hesitation. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. I didn't say I didn't like it. She giggles and clears her throat. Good. Now then, dear wanderer, why hast thou approached my spring after so many years? Weeks, you mean? The break isn't that long. Every day without sufficient worship is another scar upon my soul, an affront to my divinity. Awfully needy for a goddess. The library kept me occupied. Working, of course. Boring as usual. Responsible has a better ring to it. What are you doing then, oh great one? She hesitates. Just preparing for the harvest. I think she changed her number over the break. I can read the mood, so don't pry further. Oh. Well, I hope my current tribute will make up for my heresy. It's a start. Wink. Little fingers trace the edge of her tray. Her untouched food must be cold by now. Things will pick up next week. Speaking of work, though. Oh. Positive expression dissipates. Oh no, work. Starting a student union and we could use a mascot. Interested. She scoffs with a regained smile. That's a new one. Granddaddy didn't mention it, so it must be a brand new scheme. Mr. Underwood's brainchild. Cheap labor, resume building. Through valiant effort, I avoid talking with my mouth full. Figures. Granddaddy said Principal Decker was desperate for new ideas. Are you in? You can just sign up on paper, contribute, or hang out as you feel like. Not sure about the level of commitment expected, but I don't correct myself. She pauses for a few seconds before shaking her head. No, would probably be stressful. Come on, I'll pick up your slack. Won't have to if I'm not joining. She's gripping her tray, attendance in her hand visible. Oh? Okay. I'll just let you know how it goes. Are you gonna eat all that? Oh no. Go ahead and tax me. Thanks. Grips my wrist as I reach for her food. But know this. The blood debt will be paid. Oh, you won. Okay? Okay. I shall hold you intimately to that promise, wanderer. You must avow. I'm gonna get tired of being so, silly. It's not silly, it's fun. It is both. I'm not gonna lie. Don't people make fun of you? At this age, I almost add. My supreme adorability grants safe passage. I can make fun of you if you're feeling left out. My expression becomes difficult to read, but only for a moment. I'm not. Hey, mind if I sit with you? Evan stands beside the table, awaiting permission to intrude. Just as I'm about to tell him it's fine, Holly beats me to it. Another one joins the flock. Please kneel, traveler. I'll just sit. What took you? Calculus is no joke this year. His exasperation is palpable. With a few extra newtons, he plops down. But, really? Did you find your limit? Oh? Evan rolls his eyes as a thin girl slides into place beside Holly. Her hairstyle changed over the break, so it takes me a second to recognize her. She looks at me with a grin, which helps jog my memory pretty quick. Welcome to the foul feast. Holly bounces with enthusiasm and bumps shoulders with Alice. Ah, that's who we were looking for. Thank you. You like Mr. Underwood's class? I respect the man. He's a good instructor. Speaking of, I'd like to talk to you. Oh? I glance at Evan, whose expression tells me the plan's off. Mr. Underwood told me about this student union. I'll be joining, of course. Oh, well that was easy. Great. As the president, naturally. Yeah. My smile fades. Been wanting an opportunity like this for a while, to really start making some changes around here. Took someone new in the administration to incite the shakeup. Suppose that's how it goes. I'm glad you're into it, but Mr. Underwood already agreed. The valedictorian leading the charge makes for a compelling sell to the school board. Oh no, are you completely misunderstanding what kind of union this is? Sensing conflict, Holly shrinks. Evan eats his meal. I'm the best suited for seeing this through. I lean forward on my empty tray. Did he mention how many hours I'd get? He said I'd need to give at least 10 hours weekly to manage this group. We're not sure how utilized members will be. Uh-oh. You can always work less. I'll make sure to have someone cover for you. I stand up from the table, tray in one hand, my other shoving into my pocket. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Moving away promptly, I slap the food tray onto the recycled stack and step into the hall. Uh-oh. I yank my phone to my ear and listen to the dial-out noise. Eventually, Mr. Underwood's voicemail message. My phone vibrates. Can't talk now. What do you need? Alice wants to be president. Where does that leave me? If Alice would like to try for the spot, the fair approach would be democratic. Founding members will vote for the president Friday. If? Tuck my phone away and return to the cafeteria. Holly excused herself from her table. What if it's because she was done? Well, I think so. I know so. That I can pull a group together in no time. Alice, did you even talk to Mr. Underwood? Confrontation is met with a smirk. What did he say? The president's position will be put to vote on Friday. That is quite fair. I can't argue with that, I suppose. Frustrated, I sit. Well, it is. You're outnumbered. Won't do for you to intimidate others. We both look at Evan. Won't look either of us straight on. Uh-oh. I'm with Lane. Sorry. Of course, he's consistent. Fine. I'll soon have followers of my own. Uh-oh. With an enthused tap on the table, she stands. Well then, gentlemen, I do look forward to establishing bipartisan solutions after my swearing-in ceremony. Oh boy. Evan and I look at each other in silence. Alice acts uncharacteristically shy about us judging her. Now, to have a spirited competition, bid you both adieu. After she leaves, I turn to Evan. What were you talking about while I was gone? I was brainstorming ways to recruit people quickly. And? Short version is to make false promises, get lots of students to join on that basis, have the group established, and let things settle how they settle. Seriously? That sounds like a recipe for disaster. Mr. Underwood would lose respect for me if he found out. Might even fire me. Think about it. Has he given any specific instructions? Few. So, it's reasonable, expected even, that a student acting on his own wouldn't get all the details straight. You see? Not incompetent. Doesn't matter. He's taking a risk by letting you figure things out alone. Wouldn't be able to justify firing you. After it's already set up anyway, and... Stop. I'm not doing that. But you need the money. Alice does it. I get less work from the school. Big fucking deal. I snap. He flinches and looks at the remainder of his lunch. Sorry, buddy. Okay. We're gonna do this right. You gonna finish? You can have the rest. Thanks. Inelegantly, I pocket his last morsel, long after we move on to finish out the day's classes. Normally I like the last class of the day, but not this time. A slight shove from behind catches me off guard. Turn quickly. What? Freshly dressed woman blushes. I recognize her. She's been a fixture of the school for as long as I can remember. Principal Decker. Oh. Excuse me. It's a bit crowded in here between classes. She smiles warmly and dusts my upper back. My face flushes, and I watch the crowd flowing past us both. I understand it's a gentle pat and all, but Principal Decker checks your vibes. You have failed the vibe check. It's really okay. No problem. Oh, she waits through students with more care. Those that recognize her make a path. Finish walking through the door to my last class. Study hall bothers me. I signed up for this period, that much is true. However, I doubt anyone here appreciates this situation. No textbook to study yet, no assignment to complete, no talking, assigned seating. Coach Gene idles on his cell phone. One clever student brought their own book to read. A few others draw in notebooks. After tapping my shoulder and a subtle exchange, a note reaches my desk. Pull the fire alarm. Vote. 8 tally marks under yes, and 3 under no. Crumple it into my pocket to end the game. Feeling worn out. Maybe I'll nap. Between the fire alarm and the bell, be covered for alarm clocks. I lay my head to rest on my forearms and close my eyes. And the winner is... Bell. My head hurts. Aches. Roll my palm over the back of my head, fingers slipping through my hair to my scalp. Eh? Texture of little bumps cling to my hair around the sensitive area. Soft clumps collect beneath my fingernails. What? Sitting up through a burst of dizziness, I hold one side of the desk for balance and pull my hand in front of me. A ruddy residue of dried blood stains my palm. Don't think I'm bleeding anymore. What? Kind of hard to focus. Check my phone's clock. After pressing past the low battery notification, I see that it's almost 8:30 p.m. Jesus, what? My sore back and throbbing head convince me not to stop and brood. I struggle into the empty hall, each step with increased equilibrium. Though it's dark, I'm able to find the entrance via the faint light of my phone from the hall windows. The front door doesn't give way. Calm, I try again. It dawns on me that I'm locked in the school. I survey the door, hall, and nearby windows. No luck at finding an easy exit. Just when I'm about to call Mr. Underwood, my phone dies. Great. Camping here isn't going to kill me, but I'd rather not. Carefully move down the hall to investigate the first floor. Anyone here? My voice echoes. Many of the classrooms are locked, and those that aren't hold no signs of life. As I near a complete pass at the first floor, I hear a single thud from the ceiling. I step closer to the main stairwell, which is poorly lit. Uh-oh. Hello? Louder thud replies. Still dizzy. Cautiously I move up the stairs, using both hands for support. There's terrible lighting here. Can't see a thing. I get to the end of the railing at the top of the flight and move to my hands and knees for better support. Crawling up the stairs while hugging the wall. Better safe than sorry. Boom of the door slamming causes me to flinch. I hesitate but continue upward. Words catch in my drying throat. My hand touches something in the darkness. Something warm and wet, like the inside of a mouth. Pulling back quickly, my knees skid down one stair below. I stop and listen. Wipe my damp hand on my jeans and continue moving up. taking great care to avoid that area. At the top of the stairs, the hall was illuminated by a lit, open classroom. Silently, I moved to my feet and sidled to the door. I peer inside to see wide eyes staring back at me. Ah! I cover my heart and jump at the same time she sees me. Fright flips to irritation. You? What are you doing here? Nothing. What has Turner got you doing now? No, I'm trying to go home. Door's locked. Why are you here? She closed the distance between us. I fell asleep. Couldn't stop it from sounding like an excuse. She glances at the clock. Really? You napped over 6 hours, huh? I'm sorry. I was embarrassed. I bumped my head at gym today and felt sleepy during study hall. Let me see. She inspects my head with her finger and I wince. Expression softens. Oh, are you alright? Are you alright? I heard a lot of noise up here. I was unpacking and setting up materials for tomorrow's class. There were several cardboard boxes behind her in the classroom, one of which is empty. Paper, pencils, pastels, markers, newspapers, sketchbooks, and other supplies are splayed out on the floor. I heard a door. Look, let's get you sorted and call your parents. She praises me. Geez, you even got blood on your pants. Why didn't you tell someone? Looking at my thigh, I confirm it myself and turn towards the stairwell. Eh? What? What's your name? Lane. My phone died. Mine didn't. What's their number? Look back at her. Whose? Oh, I don't remember. Okay, I'll look it up. Come on then. He takes me by the wrist and leads me to the administrative side. We enter an office door labeled Principal Decker. She motions to the couch after flicking on the light. Don't sit down. I obey. The office is plain, but the couch looks expensive. Notebooks and manila folders lean off the desk in a precarious stack. Last name? Fox. She furrows her brow and moves one filing cabinet to another. Miss Webb? Yes? Did you buy those art supplies? As she turns to me, her butt bumps the paper stack, sending its contents wafting to the floor. Oh, fuck me. She goes to her knees to collect the mess, and I help her. Yes, I did. Why? Otherwise we wouldn't have any. I'll clean this, and you can keep looking for my file. Moves a strand of hair behind her ear and eyes me. And she follows my suggestion. After a few quiet minutes, I've sorted the pages into 2 separate stacks on the desk. I open the desk drawer and pull out a half-empty bottle of wine. Don't touch your personal items. Miss Webb snatches it from me and sets the bottle back in the desk before closing it definitively. Sorry. Miss Webb huffs. Also, do you not actually attend this school? Your record is missing. Oh. Mr. Underwood might still have my file. What's your address? My record is probably at his office. You just go check, right? No, it wouldn't. No, it would be rude to intrude when he's not around. Eh? Why is it rude to intrude on him? Look around at the room. Is that what we're doing right now, though? She recognizes the inconsistency, too. I'll just drive you home. Come on. Wait, you're gonna come back to finish unpacking? I haven't decided. Come on. With impatience, she moves out of the office, turning the lights off on me before I'd follow. Why don't I help you? We can go twice as fast. You realize you've probably had a concussion, don't you? You feel a lot better after the nap. She spins on her heel to address me. You are going home, young man. Okay, alright. Yes, ma'am. Please wait here. She collects her purse from the art room, leaving me alone in the dim hall. My head is still throbbing, so foregoing helping her unpack is probably for the best. That lines up there, in that she seems... Evan mentioned her seeming sad in the morning, and then she canceled class and left for the day. Obviously, she was sad because she realized that the school didn't have any art supplies. She left to go buy them, and now she's getting back and unpacking. Makes sense. I placed my hands in my pockets and realized the one which held those 2 notes is now empty. My schedule is gone, and so is that fire alarm note. Oh. We'll use the emergency exit stairs to get to the parking lot faster. We also might run into that fucking blood mess that's on the stairs. Miss Webb moves ahead of me, in the opposite direction of the pitch-black stairwell. So the stairwell is literally a death trap. I see. I follow. Won't we set off the fire alarm? We should, but it's broken. Oh! That's probably against some regulation, right? You should put it on your to-do list for your club. Walk from the exit stairs, through the parking lot, and then step into her car. I tell her my address, and we start the drive. After a couple minutes of silence, I break the ice. Sorry for the trouble. She glances at me, unfazed. Did you fall? I don't remember exactly. I look out the passenger side window. Do you remember not exactly? If you're being bullied, I need to know. Oh. It's not that, honest. Well, bump on the head gives you a pass. Please, be more careful. The ride is quiet again. She seems really nice. Stern, but nice. Not sure for how long. Mind wanders. Project with Turner, Mr. Underwood. Was it your idea, or his? I think both. I asked what I could do to help for a part-time job, and he recommended it. So it was your decision? It's something you want to do? I hesitate. I want the money. Definitely, yeah. Do you want to join? She laughs slowly. I'm not a student anymore. I've had my fill of groups in college. We can help you. For a start, I can come in early tomorrow and help you finish unpacking. You're dead set on it, huh? Focus returns to the road. If you mean it, I'll be in that classroom around 7. There's no pressure, though. It'll take us no more than 30 minutes. Thanks. Do you want my number? Ah, you're always so bold, just with a head injury. I feel my cheeks flush. Hey, not like that. We're professional now. No, but thank you. You can call the school and ask for me if you need to. I nod. Is this it? Arrived at my place. Miss Webb pulls the car closer to the parking area. Yeah, the one on the left. Thank you for the ride. There are no cars parked next to the building. All the lights are off. Miss Webb looks like she's about to ask me something, but seems to change her mind. No problem. You have a key to get in? Yeah, I'm good. Alright. See you at school. Miss Webb waits for me to go inside before driving away. Greeted by a passionate meow. I know. You're the one who wouldn't go out this morning. Okay. After the flip there. After flipping the light switch, I take the chicken strip from my pocket and place it into Jester's food bowl. That occupying him, I walk through the hall to my room, settle in for the night. A cool glass of water, a healthy dose of acetaminophen, and a change of clothes refresh me. There's a little scratch on my head that I can trace with my fingertips, but it doesn't hurt. Scabbed over, probably. I sit on my bed and pick up my charging phone. I'm already winning. What? Who gave you my number? Information asymmetry is too much fun. Is too fun to ruin. Truce. Let me be the president. I need... What? We're assuming this is Alice. Typo. Not happening, but feel free to concede gracefully. Yep, this is Alice. I add the number to my contacts as Alice and stare at my phone for a few seconds. After putting it beside my pillow, I turn off my bedside lamp. Oh, that's a neat transition. Bright and early, as promised, at least on my end. Someone other than Miss Webb shows up and, to my surprise, stops to unlock the door. Rosalind shoves the door against the wall with a slap. What are you doing? Going in? You coming? I follow her inside, closing the door behind us. Leave it open, man! After muttering an apology, I reopen it. Okay, so really, what are you doing? I owed Sam a favor. Are you good? Leans on the door frame and gives the room a look. Who is Sam? Miss Webb? Your teacher? You mean Miss Webb? I praise her, my eyes moving over her body. She stiffens. I highly doubt her idea of you helping was to open the door for me this morning. Why don't we get started? It'll be quick. Come on, Roz. I could use the company. Fine. What do I do? I'm not sure what to do either, so I improvise. See those boxes? You can divide out the supplies, and I'll set up an easel per workstation here. Bossy, aren't you? You literally just asked me what to do, you know. So let's get to it. Fingers trace the edge of Miss Webb's desk as she moves to the box I indicated. Sure, it's for Sam, not you. So don't get weird ideas. I smile. The only weird idea I have right now is for you to join my club. We set up the room for the classes to come. To my surprise, Roz pulls her weight. Well. Why are you up so early? She ignores me. Where's Miss Webb anyway? She's just busy. We continue. Once the cardboard boxes have been cleaned out, I begin ripping one in half to tear it into compact strips. Hey, quit it, dumbass! Roz kicks me, causes me to stumble and turn abruptly. Ow. What the hell? She snatches the torn box from me. Don't you think she'll want to use these? Recycle them for something? You're right. Sorry. The huff, she pushes the boxes behind Miss Webb's desk. So that's it? I think so, yeah. Got some time before class. And? I step a little closer. Yesterday, you asking Evan to do? That weasel. I used to get him to do my math. Now he's too scared. You want him to do your homework? Just the math. It's not like I need to solve for X in real life. We're well past solving for X, but I decide against letting her know. Are you bad at it? It's not that. I don't do it because it's pointless. Why do you even care, man? It's the principal, man. I'm rebelling against the man. How about I help you with it? I'm not a weasel. Sure, I won't stop you. But not for free. What did you pay Evan? She scoffs. Nothing. Okay, $5 for each assignment. You're kidding. That's... More than fair. Just do once a week if you don't like it. 1 week you don't like it. She glares into the hall. I'll think about it. Starts out, but I move in front of her. What? Give me your number. I don't think I'm your type. How else are you gonna give me the assignments? Unless you'd rather have my address. Oh, yeah, that's fine, I guess. She recites her number as I add it to my phone. Grin. Great, thanks. Now join my club. Sure. She pushes past me, and I'm left in the room alone. I lift my phone. Hey, did you give my number to Alice? No? Holly might have? Holly has my number too? She asked for it yesterday. She didn't text you? Huh? My fingers brush the rough texture of my jeans as I slide my phone away. My eyes linger on my thigh. I'll just go to my first class a bit early then. Still quiet, but I'm sure students will begin filing in shortly. Let's see. Any blood here? Just like this morning when I came up. The stairwell remains pristine. Touch my head. Feels better. The scab might actually be smaller today. Probably just looked more dramatic than it actually was at the time. As I move out from the stairwell and into the hall, I spot Kane standing outside of my next classroom. He's leaning near the door and looking at a crumpled piece of paper in his hand. Search for an exit to avoid him, but he looks up and waves me over. Without sprinting away is an option, so I approach. Yeah? How you doing? Well, that's awfully cordial. He holds out his hand. The paper is my schedule from yesterday. What? Did you take this from me? He stands straight and places it in my hand. Found it. Figured I'd give it back to the owner. Huh. Where'd you find it? Okay. Thanks. And sincerity isn't lost on him. Want to talk anyway. Listen, I really didn't mean anything yesterday. I don't give a damn, honestly. Steps closer. Sorry for the little shove. No hard feelings, right? Right. He ruffles my hair firmly, irritating my scab. Step back. Good. Once we've resolved things between us, there's no need to bring it up with anyone else. Do you agree? Anyone else. Anyone. Yeah. Is that it? A flash of irritation moves over his face. He looks past me. Almost. I heard you and Alice are starting a group. Not interested in Alice, if that's what you're getting at. He laughs. It's genuine. She's not interested in you. No. Why are you doing it? I'm helping the school. Bullshit, what do you get? Oh. Could recruit you? Money. Well, it's a paid position. Not much, but something. Huh. Okay. Why does... Rubs his neck and glances over his shoulder. For a moment it seems like he's going to ask me something else, but he shrugs. Forget it. Tucking his hands into both pockets, he leaves me to linger in the hall alone. Thankful. I rotate my schedule from one side to the other. My name isn't on it. My pocket vibrates, so I swap the paper with my phone. Check your locker. Oh, hey. Holly, right? No response. I do have a little more time before class. I can humor her, I guess. Going to have to charge my phone more often at this rate. I approach my locker. Maybe I'll regain that middle school popularity I enjoyed after a while. Evan's right about it being a weird start to the year, but it'll even out. And inside is... My head numbs instantly. Blech! Slap my hand over my mouth. A severed human hand lies in my locker. Beneath the detached wrist, a deep red pool has collected. can't even scream. After I recoil, my back hits against the opposing lockers. Jesus! Wet streaks now drool down the side of the open locker. Little hand is familiar. The same little hand I saw clenching a lunch tray yesterday. Can't. Why? What is this? Look around desperately and spot a silhouette turn the corner of the hall. Scrambling to my feet, put my track and field training to full use. Sprint with all my might. Turn the corner and see Ollie and Alice giggling at me. You fell for it. Oh my goodness, your face. Did you need to go home and change? Ollie bounces and brandishes both of her healthy hands. I'm okay, see? My terror becomes relief, but only for a second. Then I'm seething. Ollie's enthusiasm fades as my fury registers. Yeah, that's right. We strike terror into our enemies. Approach quickly, teeth clenched. Alice looks at Holly. This is but a taste of the trials a mere mortal must endure to challenge the gods. Right, Hop? Slap her face so hard she stumbles sideways. Her glasses bounce across the floor. Lane? What the hell were you thinking? Alice's eyes well with tears. Hesitates a moment before running away. My vision blurs before I know what's happening. Body bouncing against the lockers. Oh shit! I'm pressed against a classroom door, the handle digging into my back. Kane is holding me in place, glaring into my eyes. Piece of filth! How dare you! Fist slams in my face, head knocking against the door with a crack. Holly screams and pulls at Kane's elbow. Stop! Stop it! We were just joking! Please! The commotion has brought other students over. Coach Jean shoves through them to stop us. Oh! Oh, Jesus! Kane punches me again, and I hear the glass behind me shatter. Memory ends. Okay. I'm intrigued. In a white room, white bed, an ugly blanket, everything looks clean at a glance. But a closer look reveals a thin layer of grime and dust. Consciousness returns to me hazily. It's a slow process, but I feel myself getting more lucid while staring at the little cracks in the wall. This is a hospital room. Why? Oh, I remember. Damn it all. Interrupting my thoughts, there's a light knock on the door. I don't bother responding. Miss Webb enters. Oh, you're awake. How are you feeling? What happened? Got in a fight after you struck a female student. Polly gave Mr. Jean the details. Who volunteered them to her, I guess. She maintains her crossed arms. The student who knocked you out was suspended a couple of days. Wasn't yet decided what to do about you and the girl. Alice. Yes. Mr. Underwood convinced Principal Decker that he'd be responsible for your punishment. So who knows if you should feel lucky or not. How did I get here? When Mr. Jean hauled you to the principal's office, your parents wouldn't pick up the phone, wouldn't wake up. He just hauled me to the principal's office first? While unconscious? Nice. He called an ambulance. Then, I was going to, but I said I'd take you to the ER. Here we are. None of your emergency contact numbers will pick up the phone, so I've been stuck here. I look at the clock. It's a little after 10 in the morning. Sorry. Weak apology irritates her. Could have called the cops instead. I feel like... I'm sorry. Sorry. Can you explain why no one will pick up the phone? I don't know. Miss Webb sits next to the bed. She tosses my phone on my lap. We have one more emergency contact now. Oh! Powering it on, I see that Samantha, a new contact, has sent me the message, test. I thought that was inappropriate. Your parents not responding is inappropriate. Thank you. Am I free to go? Eager? Doctor said you'll be fine with some rest, but you need to come back in a couple of weeks to get the stitches out. Turn off my phone and look up. I start to rub at my freshly treated wound, but she whacks my hand down. You also need to sign the bill and turn it in at the front desk. I don't have insurance. That's why they have payment plans. Kane should pay, not me. You could hire an attorney to press charges and try that. Want my advice? Sounds like she's gonna give it either way. Kane's dad won't pay for it. He'd end up spending more trying to collect. I lift up the sheet and start to stand, but Miss Webb places her hand on my knee. Stop. I'll bring the paperwork to you. Oh? I obey at first. My cell buzzes. We need to talk. Yeah, that was coming. Flip through my text history with Alice and type, really sorry I lost my temper. After staring at the draft message for a while, I decide to delete it. Can't believe I did that. What's wrong with me? I'm so on edge to talk to her. I'm standing by the window and ready to leave by the time Miss Webb returns. Clearly disapproving of me being out of bed, she provides a clipboard wordlessly. Paperwork churns my stomach, nauseating. X-ray, stitches, doctor fee, administration fee. Total of nearly $3,000. It says the office will call and mail me in a couple of business days to set up a payment plan. I sign it. Can I ride back to school with you? Looks shocked. What? You don't have to. I can take you home again. I want to go back. For what? Turner can wait. It's not that. I just need to. Please? She sighs. Okay. Don't make me regret it by being even more trouble. Ashamed, and I don't look her in the eyes. I won't. She leads me out of the facility. It's not long before I'm in the passenger seat of her car again. You're gonna owe me gas money at this rate. Nice keychain. My teeth clench while I sit quietly. She looks me over. There's a sore spot there. That was a joke. Could have been worse, you know. Did Rosalind and I do okay with the setup? What? The art supplies in your room. Wow, Ross actually helped. Yelled a small smile. She knew more than I did. Huh. I haven't had time to check, for some reason, but I appreciate your help. The ride becomes quiet, and soon we reach the school. Cherry High School. I follow Miss Webb indoors while looking at my phone. period just before lunch. Faces me. Put that away and go to class then. Go on. I nod and pocket my phone. Okay. Thanks again. Yeah. Little wave. She moves off, presumably to her own classroom. After she turns the corner, I grab my phone again and walk. Not in the direction of my current class. You're in math, right? Yes, you can't text much. What the hell happened? Need a favor. Okay, what? Pass Alice a note to meet you in the gym, right now. Oh boy. Why? Just do it. Minutes pass. Wall just inside the gym entrance supports me as I stand waiting. Soon I hear familiar voices approaching. What's with the strategic bathroom breaks? I just come in here. In the gym? Oh my, are you attempting to take advantage of my single status? Evan catches view of me as his face flushes. No, crap, I'm not. Definitely not. What's that? She tenses at the sight of me. Push off the wall and hold up open palms. I'm back to school to apologize. Evan's helping. Alice praises me silently. Evan interjects. Sorry. Glances at him with acknowledgement. Then adjusts her glasses. Alice, I lost my temper and I shouldn't have done that. I should never have hit you. Press charges, don't worry. No, it's not. You have nothing anyway. Is that all? Overreacted. It's really worried, and I... Get it. You're done. No, you don't. If you want the president role, you can have it. No. You don't understand at all. So help me, damn it. I'm apologizing. Yes, and I do not accept your apology. I don't owe you any satisfaction. Mere fact that you are so desperate to apologize, your concessions, hours after the incident, is proof of the severity of your action. So sit with that, and know that I will not offer you peace of mind. Alice, it's... And you. While she opens the gym door to leave, she holds a glare with Evan. You're a prop. You should learn to think for yourself. Selfish people like him will always take advantage of you. She exits. Well, that went... What's her deal, anyway? Evan rubs his biceps slowly while looking at the linoleum between us. Sorry, I need to go to class. He leaves me alone in the gym. Well, debating whether I want something to eat today, given I lost my appetite. I should probably eat at least something. Buzz my cell phone alerts me to another message from Mr. Underwood. Since you have chosen to be present today, please meet me in my office after lunch. Fair? I don't want to respond. I don't want to go. Holly gently sits at my table, concern evident in her body language. Are you okay? Sorry for what happened. No, it was my idea, and I'm so sorry for freaking you out. Alice didn't want to do it, but I talked her into it. But, yeah, okay. Leans in to inspect me. You don't look okay. Does your eye hurt? I touch my face around my eye and realize it's sore. I hadn't noticed any swelling until now. Do I have a black eye? She hesitates and shakes her head. It doesn't look that bad. It's just a little dark. Why did you come back? My appetite for learning. I haven't actually been to any classes yet, though. But I'm stuck without books anyway. Holly perks up. Got mine. Hey, mister, you're not getting any food today? Put a hand on the table. It's cool and smooth on my palm. I ate at the doctor's office. Oh, well, so what happened this morning exactly? Those big eyes of hers water. Played a really bad joke that hurt my friends. You, Alice, Kane. It's difficult for me to empathize with Kane. I don't remember what happened after he hit me. Regine was really upset and he said, "Break it up, you kids are damaging school property." I chuckle at her impression and its contents. Sounds right. And, there's not much else. Look, if you really feel bad, make it up to us. Huh? I won't help anyone. Go with me and Alice to Mr. Underwood. Explain what happened. You're such a butthead. Well, could use the support. She doesn't seem to be in a position to refuse. Fine, I'll go too. Great. Going right after lunch. The smells here are getting to me, so I'm ready to leave now, but I'll wait for her to finish. My stomach grumbles and I pull my hand from the table. Before Holly can comment, I hold my phone between us. Hey, you indirectly gave me your number, right? Is it okay that I save it? Of course! Text me anytime. I add her to my contacts. Will do. Holly starts to follow up, but notices my impatience and instead finishes her meal. Engage with my phone in the meantime. Ooh. And I feel like we owe Evan an apology. I also kind of want to... Let's text Evan. Going to lunch. Running late again. Sorry for pulling you into things. Good? We're good. Still on for the weekend? Yeah, if you have time. I'll be there. Holly snatches my phone from me. Mister, it's rude to be on your phone in the presence of the divine. It's rude to take something that's not yours. Hand it over. Put out my hand, palms up. She winks and sticks out her tongue. Fine, I'm done anyways. Standing, her soft fingers brush mine while she folds my hand closed over the cell phone. Secured. Let's go do this. I stand with a sigh and begin leading her to the administration halls. Along the way, I look back at her. Hey, did Alice ask you to join the student group too? Holly nods. I said no. Okay. I thought it was some student group thing. Student group, bipartisan prank, on Lane's side. What should I say? To Mr. Underwood? Introduce you. He'll just tell the truth. Maybe he'll lighten our sentence. She nods again, nervously this time. Come in. Alice and Mr. Underwood are waiting inside, though it feels like Holly and I are interrupting. Alice is sitting stiff in one of the seats across from the desk and looking at the wall, face turned from us. Underwood stands from his desk. He addresses Holly. How may I help you? Mr. Underwood, this is my friend, Holly. Alice turns to see Holly, surprised. She wanted to come with me to help explain what happened today. Pat Holly's back, goading her forward. She steps up gingerly. Mr. Underwood's expression softens. It's nice to meet you, Holly. Take a seat. Start from the beginning. Lane, please close the door. Do so and stand to the side, taking care not to lean on the wall. Holly recounts the event, honestly and thoroughly. Alice and I lock eyes when Holly gets to the part about me hitting her. I look down. We listen to completion. So you see, Lane blamed Alice, and Kane blamed Lane, but it was my bad idea of a joke. Her hands tremble in her lap. I'm the most at fault, sir. Thank you for choosing to come forward. It was very mature. I agree. Guilt is compelling. Mr. Underwood adjusts his rolled-up sleeves. I step forward. She also would like to join the student union, sir. Wow! We're resolved to ensuring that, when these kinds of misunderstandings occur, no one should resort to violence. Underwood raises an eyebrow, and Holly stares at me incredulously. Wow! Then looks at Alice, who merely grins. She's outnumbered. Okay, I suppose. Is that so? Yes, sir? He looks at the ceiling for a few seconds. He's probably deciding what to do with us. Alice finally chimes in. I think Kane's punishment was too severe. Your input is noted. I disagree. He leans forward. In strict terms, both Kane and Lane committed assault. Unacceptable. Both of you girls caused a lot of trouble with your mischief, using that fake hand for the drama club. What were you thinking? Sir, I was overly competitive and took it too far. It was a prank in bad taste, and I realize it now. Glances at me before massaging the bridge of his nose. You three will perform janitorial duties for the next 3 evenings, for 1 hour after school. Ever economical. Will that interfere with the cleaner's work? We don't have a cleaner anymore. We do not yet have a janitor this year. I mean the stairs. In light of the circumstance, I believe it will provide insight on the school's current needs for your group and represent a team-building exercise. We're still allowed to create the group? Tentatively. I'll do it, sir. I will too. Good. Alice? Of course, sir. Mr. Underwood stands. Thank you all for taking responsibility and making an effort to move past this. I expect we will not need to have a repeat of this conversation. We nod, with varying speed. Holly is particularly empathetic. You three walk down the hall quietly at first, but eventually Holly can't contain her need to vent. Why did you make me go in there and join the club? What the heck? She lightly punches me in protest, hopping with each bap. Oh no, that's cute. Oh no. I smirk and gently defend myself. Hey, we said no violence, remember? You said several things I don't agree with, mister. With my hand on her head to hold her back, she puffs up. You should feel glad. I could have gotten revenge like in the gangster movies. You were going to cut off my pinky? If I was feeling poetic, I'd make it your whole hand. Hey! She hops back. Alice watches us with arms crossed. Unamused, most likely. We all got off easy, actually. I continue to address Holly. So I can count on your vote, right? It's only fair that if I join to apologize to you, that I vote for Alice to apologize to her. Okay? Give her a head pat. She swats it away in mock protest. That's fair enough. Thanks. Bell sounds as Alice treads closer. Her voice travels through the ringing. So you're not quitting after all? No, I guess not. If you accept my apology, I'll consider not keeping you on cleanup duty. I won't do that. But I will work with you if you remain semi-competent. I extend a handshake. Deal. Alice stares at my hand long enough to discomfort me. and walks away. Ollie shakes my outstretched hand in place of Alice and whispers, "Deal. See you after school." Ah, see ya. She leaves too. My stomach growls, but I can't hear it over the churn of students around me. I feel the rumble of my abdomen as I go to class. Having deciphered the angry stares from yesterday's study hall, Coach decided we could use a free period in the gym today. I sit on the bleachers alone, watching students socialize and play on the basketball court. Not looking forward to unpaid cleanup duty after this. Run my fingers through my hair, carefully up to the edge of the bandage. Itchiness irritates me. Does it hurt? I flinch and turn to the tall girl from yesterday. Nat, right? She nods. It's sore, but not too bad. What's up? Pale. My confusion disperses after a second, and I chuckle. Oh, you're worried about me? I'm okay. She places the fresh bottle of water on the seat next to me. Oh, thanks. You can have this. Hey, you never said why you weren't interested. Inviting her to sit with me, I pat the seat. She hesitates. The paid student group, I mean, sits a little further away than my gesture indicated. You'll be going home soon. I sure hope so. The day's almost over. To my home country. I grab the bottle and drink. Thirstier than I realized. Where are you from? Russia. My family may move back. Oh. Oh, sorry. No, I want it. What's wrong with here? She stares at me. I'll rephrase. Why do you want to move back? Friends and family. You have those here too, right? Not my brothers. My boyfriend. Blast of the cool water slides down my throat as I upturn the bottle. Cap the empty container. Oh, that's hard. I'm sorry. Hope the move back won't be too much of a pain. Thanks for the water. Do you need to leave school? Do I look that bad? You appear unsteady. I smile and shake my head. Sweet of her to worry. Stand firmly as an example. Fine, see? I'm gonna take a little walk. Talk to you later. If she responds non-verbally, I don't see it. As I turn and stride into the hall. I check my phone. No unread messages. Let's text Miss Webb. How are your classes? This is meant to be an emergency contact line. Fair enough. I got Mr. Underwood's phone number too. He's male. Surely you recognize the issue. What are you afraid of? Excuse me, do you need something? Do I? Not really. You know what? Let's text Holly. Hey, almost ready to clean some toilets? Ew, no way. That's what squires are for. Left my gloves at home, milady. Dun, 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 dun. Quest. Acquire cleaning supplies from the utilities closet. What's the quest reward? Anti-fecal gauntlets. I'll pick a few things up. Fair enough. Alright. I lift my eyes from the phone while entering the restroom. Prodding under my eye with my forefingers, I inspect myself in front of the sink. I'm pale, and the shiner under my left eye is dark. I splash my face. Door weighs more than usual, but I push back into the corridor. Only a few steps toward the gym before I stop. That noise was familiar. It's from the upper floor. Oh. Deciding to investigate, I hurry to the stairs. Still clean. While climbing, I massage my gums with my tongue. A taste of copper. What? Second-story hallway comes into view. Did you bite your tongue? Shuffle in the direction of the noise. And soon I'm in front of Mr. Underwood's office. I knock on the closed door. Hello? Is everything all right? Only silence responds. Coming in. Before my hand touches the knob, it rattles violently. What? I flinch and step back, staring at the jerking handle. What are you doing? Oh, Nat! I spin on my heel and bump into Nat's chest. Oops. She steadies me by the shoulders and pushes me back slightly. Why are you breaking into the office of the teacher? Shaking my head, I sputter a response. No, there's someone in there. Nat stares into my eyes for a few seconds. After evaluating me to satisfaction, she releases me and opens the door. Empty. She faces me. We'll go back, okay? I don't know what to say. Walk in Mr. Underwood's office. There's no other exit. The window is closed. Besides, we're on the second floor. Not crazy, I think about saying. I don't say it. Nat clasps my hand and leads me out, gently closing the door behind us. You know how I normally feel about that, but in this case it feels like more of a gesture of pity. I lose myself in thought. Like you're leading a lost dog back to pack. We near the gym. I jerk away. Why did you follow me? To help. Why? What do you get? You need me to have a reason? She pauses as I lean on a locker. It is medicine. You think I'm sick? My medicine. When stressed, exhausted, ill, it's a good remedy to help someone else. Oh. I rub the back of my neck. Are you going to tell anyone? Not unless you leave again. She means what she says. Sure. I avoid her steady gaze and push off the locker and into the gym. I'm not some sort of troublemaker. With skepticism, she eyes me from top to bottom. I reciprocate, my eyes catching on her features. If a boyfriend... But we already knew this, too. Is that what's stressing you out? Lane. Huh? You don't look sick or tired. Didn't she just... She runs her fingers through her hair and watches the students play basketball. It is difficult to be separate. Her eyes flick between me and the other students. But if you got suspended, they'd have to take you back. Lane! Her eyes widen. They? Your parents. Her lips curve at my joke. Okay, that better be a joke. See? You are in trouble. Is it work that keeps your parents here? Yes. Ah. I plop onto the bleachers and Nat follows. She continues to watch me. Well, if you ever want to talk about it, I owe you one. What do you owe? A favor in return for you not telling anyone about my, troublemaking. Forgot the water. Two then, okay? Okay. Oh. Content that I'm now stationary, she retreats to the court in her usual graceful way. She seems nice. palm my forehead to wipe away small beads of sweat. Remember when you were being paranoid? Think I'm always paranoid? You are. I mean, when you said this year was weird. Why? Just curious what you meant. School is haunted. I'm sure of it. Ah. Ghosts don't exist. What made you think of that? It says Evans typing. I swallow and glance at the court. Nat performs a crossover, dribbling past 2 defenders into the post. She narrowly misses her layup. Oh. There's some door slamming. Loud noises from the 2nd floor. Hello? Stop typing. Damn it. Gather the bottles of cleaner I'd knocked from the shelf. My first instinct leads me to bend at the waist, which I regret. Low winds I straighten and retreat from the dim room, arms cradling the supplies. Mr. Underwood was quick to text instructions to us in a group text, and Alice was quicker to address Holly and me with instructions of her own. In the mood to sleep, not struggle for control, so I'm humoring her. Stepping over the broken glass in my own dried blood, I ease my payload across the desk. Mr. Underwood wanted us to clean the art room and gym today. Coach Jean will apparently hold us accountable. Alice asked that I handle this room while she and Holly take on the gym for the hour. Well, alright then. I unfurl a plastic trash bag and begin my task. The glass proves easy enough to gather. My blood, spattered on, under, and in front of the door, is not easy to clean. It's not a lot, but it still manages to cause as much mess as it could. I buff the floor with a damp rag until drops of sweat from my forehead contribute to the lubrication of the cleaning solution. I flake off a good amount of residue. A few areas are just too stubborn. The label in the bottle informs me. This cheap stuff won't cut it. Take the trash to the bin outside and stop by the science lab on the way back. We need a ride home. Saying no is tempting as a gut reaction. I have to walk, though. Yes, please. Be ready around 5. Wait in my room when you finish. Thank you, ma'am. Don't call me ma'am. Alright then. Thank you, darling. Deposit the trash bag in the bin outside. And head to the science room. Expecting an empty room, I open the door without a knock. Oh, Alice. Ah, get down.